number one question that I get from new copywriters is this: Alex, what does it really take to make $10,000 a month? How can I get there? Well, I have students who have gone from literally having $100 in their bank account to making over $10,000 a month in as little as 6 months to a year. And in this video, I'm gonna share the 5 things they did to make it happen, so keep watching. Hey Posse, what's up? It's Alex. If you are ready to get serious about your copywriting business and stop wasting time, energy, and money trying to figure it all out on your own, then you are in the right place, because that is not only what I do in my business, but it is what I talk about right here on my channel. So be sure to subscribe below and don't forget to ring that bell to be notified when my next video goes live. But before I get started, I want to make a big fat disclaimer here. You do not need to make $10,000 a month in order to be a successful copywriter. That number, $10,000 a month, is just by far the most common amount that I hear people in the Posse asking about. Something about those 5-figure months just hits differently, I guess. But your dream copywriting business might bring in $5,000 a month, or $8,000 a month, or $30,000 a month. Yes, I have students bringing that in monthly as well. But maybe you want to work part-time as a copywriter, right? Just have a side hustle. Or maybe you want to travel the world, or you want to spend more time with your kids. The point is, you and only you get to decide what feels good and build a business on your own damn terms. So whatever your magic monthly number is, right, I am here to tell you it is possible, and I can help you get there. By the way, shout out to my Copy Posse Launchpad Season 5 grads, class of 2024. They are graduating this month, and I cannot wait to watch as they ignite their copywriting businesses. So with that, let's jump right into this video. So if I look back at all of my most successful Posse trained copywriters, there are 5 things they did to build their businesses from scratch. Yes, I am talking even with 0 experience, and that is exactly what I'm covering in this video. So if you already have even a little bit of experience, congratulations, you are ahead of most. Step number 1, it sounds obvious, learn the skills. Listen, it needs to be said, there are far too many people out there who try to shortcut their way to success, doing everything and anything they can to avoid, taking a course or sitting down to read a freaking book or actually putting in the reps to learn the skills they need to succeed. Look, I'm not saying that you can't DIY your learning as a copywriter. You absolutely can learn a lot on your own. And I'm not saying that you have to take a course, but I am saying that it will take longer to see results that way. If you want to fast track your success and become a highly paid copywriter, then you need some sort of expert training and guidance. Ideally, you take a legit course with a proven track record for training successful copywriters. And there are a ton you can choose from. Of course, you can take my 8-week copywriting course, which has been the launchpad for so many successful copywriters who have now hit $5,000, $10,000, $16,000 months, and yes, even over $30,000 months. But my course isn't the only one. There are like a bazillion out there. So take the time to read through sales pages, read testimonials, and if you can chat with a real person who actually took the course and get their honest opinion, even better. Do your research and make an educated guess. See which course vibes with you the most, then just pull the trigger and go for it. The sooner you take action on this, the sooner you will see results. I promise you that. And you will notice that is kind of a common theme throughout this video. Quick action creates quick results. It's science or something like it. The longer you sit around and ponder and think and question every single move, the longer and slower the journey will be. There is massive, and I mean massive, growth in just deciding. Now, I don't believe that copywriters who hit $10,000 in 6 months are really any better than copywriters who take 3 years to hit that first $10,000 month. Everyone starts at a different place and goes at their own pace. Everyone is on a different journey, and that is 100% okay. That's what makes us special. But the journey can only begin once you decide to take action. And often the copywriters who really reach that success faster are simply just better at making decisions faster. So noodle on that one for a second. Now, moving on to step number 2, feed your courage. Yes, it is time after you learn the skills, of course, to start putting yourself out there. I know it is scary and you will feel like you are not ready and like you need to learn and read and know a million things before you can actually start. Now, I hate to say it, but that's just a fancy form of imposter syndrome because you can never move through the beginner phase if you don't push yourself outside your comfort zone. Remember, courage comes before confidence, and the only way to grow is to go out there and do the damn thing and find your first paying client. Well, how do you do that? Well, there are literally probably hundreds, maybe even thousands of ways that you could find clients. You can send cold emails, apply to every single copywriting job you find online, attend networking events, and of course the list goes on and on. And while I usually recommend that my students try a little bit of all of it until they find the one method that they really like the most, that can take some time, right? I mean, you're trying a lot of things. It's a lot of trial and error. So if you want to fast track your results, there it is again, fast track, I recommend going deep into one method that you can really commit to. And not just any method, I'm talking about the one that feels the most natural and flowy to you, and then focus all of your attention on implementing that one method. Because as I've said before, there is not one right way to find clients. It's about finding the right way for you. Everyone is different, and that is amazing. What works for you may not work for other people, and vice versa. So how do you know which method works best for you? You're like, okay, Alex, but how do I find my method? Well, you know I can help you with that too. My 30-second quiz will reveal your unique client attraction formula. It's really cool. It's based on your personality type, your preferences, and your strengths. You just answer a few questions, and then you will find out your formula that will help you approach clients with more ease and confidence. And after you take the quiz and discover your formula, you can grab a copy of my free client getting guide with 101, yes, ways to start finding more clients as soon as possible. So you will find a link to those in the description box below. And we're moving on to step number 3, follow an action plan. Okay, so once you learn the skills and actually start putting yourself out there, the next thing you need is an action plan so you can actually start putting into practice what you are learning and really doing as you start putting yourself out there. You cannot complain about how long it's taking for your copywriting business to get off the ground if you are not taking any action. But on the flip side, I totally understand that taking action can seem really freaking scary and hard if you have no idea where to start or what to do next. It's a catch-22 that can keep you stuck and broke and frustrated for a long time, especially if you're just sitting in that energy. How do I know? Well, I've been there myself when I first started my copywriting business back in 2011. But since 2020, I've personally coached thousands of copywriters at literally every different stage of their business. And what I've noticed is that 99% of copywriters making that magical $10,000, month, they all pretty much follow the same step-by-step action plan. Yes, a $10,000 a month copywriting business is not some mythical fantasy or dream, right? Don't get me wrong. We are magical as copywriters, but we save that for our words. Building a sustainable and lucrative freelancing business is actually a step-by-step process. And after seeing so many people go through it, I reverse engineered it to give you a clear and predictable path forward. So if you are ready to take action now and want my proven action plan for building the copywriting business of your dreams, then you're definitely going to want to sign up for my upcoming free masterclass, and you will find that below along with the other links. In this masterclass, I will reveal the 7 proven steps that many successful Posse trained writers have followed to go from brand spanking new to fully booked. And I'll help you figure out the number one thing that's keeping you stuck so that you can really gain very radical clarity on your right next step, because it might be different than other people. And you'll walk away knowing exactly where to start and what to do next to get clients, get confident, and get paid on repeat. All right. Moving on to step number 4, find a trusted guide. Okay, so you've got the skills, right? You've got the courage to put yourself out there and do the damn thing. You've got the action plan you need, or at least you will once you watch my masterclass. Now it is time to find a trusted guide or mentor. Someone who can tell you where to focus your time, your energy, and attention to get the best results. Someone who has been in your shoes. Someone who can help you avoid harmful traps and pitfalls, which by the way, will 100% inevitably come up along the way. Someone who can help you build your business easier and faster because they've done it and they've done the hard stuff so you don't have to, because they can give you authority, advice, and access that nobody else can give you. So I really want that to sink in for a second, right? If you want to leapfrog your way to success, you need to build your authority. You need to get expert advice and strategies and ways to do it. And you need to gain access to connections and opportunities that only someone who is 10 steps ahead of you on the journey can actually give you. All right, so now on to the last, but trust me, this is the most important step on the list. Number 5, join a community. So this is the number one thing that most copywriters are missing, especially when they're first getting started. And community and mentorship are actually very different things. A mentor is someone who can guide you, right? Someone who's 10 steps ahead and can show you the way. They're like in front of you. Whereas a community is people who are on the path with you and they have your back. So many people, oh my gosh, so many people downplay the importance of community. And I know it's like such a buzzword in marketing, like community. People say it so much that it almost loses its meaning, but maybe we need another word. Maybe it's POSSE, guys. So instead of me telling you what a community is, let me share with you how a community feels. Right? A community helps you feel seen, heard, understood, safe, and most importantly, not alone. A community helps you show up for yourself, even in moments when you kind of doubt yourself. A community helps keep you accountable, do what you say you're gonna do. And most importantly, a community, they believe in you. So I wanna share a quote that I actually learned from my friend and mentor, Giovanni Marsico. He said, if you want to change your story, start by surrounding yourself with people who do not believe your old one. Woof, that gives me goosebumps, right? This is the biggest difference between copywriters who are bringing in piecemeal work and they're frustrated and they're struggling to really get their business off the ground versus those bringing in a consistent $5,000 or $10,000 every single month and then some. I can say this from my own personal experience. When I was a freelance copywriter trying to lone wolf and do everything by myself, seriously, I don't know why I did that, but I was struggling. I had no community, no support, no mentor, no action plan. I was just like, completely lost. I had no idea how to negotiate retainers, how to package and price my offers, how to position myself with more authority or transition into higher level services like marketing strategy or content strategy, right? But once I started surrounding myself with fellow copywriters, mentors, coaches, and peers who were doing what I wanted to be doing, seriously, that's when everything changed for me. I was surrounding myself with people who believed in my new story that I was writing for myself. I started thinking like an entrepreneur. I was challenged, I was inspired, and of course, I was supported by my peers in my community. And before long, my freelancing side hustle turned into a $300,000 a year copywriting business. Now, this isn't just true for me. Of course, I've seen this happen time and time again for my students and, copywriters at all different levels. And I'm not saying that joining a community is necessary for every single copywriter to be successful or hit that, 5 or 10K month, but it will help you get there faster, just like it did for me and so many of my POSSE students. I hope you found this video helpful. And of course, if you want to sign up for my free masterclass and create your very own $10,000 a month action plan, then make sure to hit that link in the description box below to save your seat. I hope to see you there, and I will see you next week with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to check out the next one from me right here. And you can click right here to get a free gift. As any Google search will tell you, copywriting is the act of writing words that sell stuff. Okay, cool, but what does that actually mean? In this video, I'm gonna explain exactly what copywriting is and how it's different from other forms of writing, and I'll even show you some examples of copywriting in action, all in less than 10 minutes. Keep watching.